Very wet and windy. Birkenhead War Memorial for the two games today. Now we're going to open with Ponsonby up against Manurewa in the Crown Lift Trucks Sharman Cup before Northcote take on Papakura in the SAS Fox Memorial Premiership. We're going to hear from the two coaches of the Sharman Cup teams in just a minute. In the meantime, we're going to show you a little bit of the weather we're dealing with here today at Birkenhead War Memorial, and then back in a minute with Ponsonby coach John Mana. And we now welcome in Ponsonby Ponies coach John Mana. John, first of all, the conditions. We've got to touch on that one, mate. How does that change your game plan today and the way you prepared this week?
It changes quite dramatically. Actually, we had a game plan coming into this week, and the weather is basically just forwards game and then kick chase from our outside back should apply some pressure coming out. That's the only game plan that we can really think of at the moment. Yeah, just through the middle, completing sets and defensive stuff, work on the back of that stuff. Yeah.
Season open last week. You went down a narrow one to the Otara Scorpions. What did you make of the game?
Just too many penalties from our boys there. I think the first 5 sets Otara had, we gave up penalty every five in a row, and we just can't give good quality teams like Otara those sort of opportunities to score on us. Yeah, so well, we'll bounce back on today. I'm pretty sure the boys are pretty keen to get a win under the belt for 2018.
I think at one stage in that game you built quite a lead and then sort of lapsed. You know, have you identified kind of what went wrong there outside of the poor completions?
Basically, it was just we were up 18-0, 3 tries, and then the next set off a kickoff, second tackle, we try to offload on our own 20, and basically if we get besides those sort of sniffs at us, they're going to be biting us, you know, every time. So we just got to just make our errors in the red zone pretty much, and not in our own 20. That'll help.
Lost in the semi-final last year, fell just short of your overall goal. Your squad this year, you feel it's stronger than last year and you've added what you wanted?
It's a totally new sport, I know that. Yeah, we're just trying to, first 5 games, trying to feel out who's the best mixture of players on the field. So I think out of last year's 17, we only had 5 players from last year playing in our first game, and now we've got 7. So we're just trying to find the mix at the moment, trying to see what's right for us and moving forward. So, yeah.
Got some good experience in your spine, led by Aaron Nuutai. How important will his kicking game and control of the game be today?
Yeah, him and George, our kicking game is going to has to be on point today. We pretty much want early kicks, and our back 3 need to make sure that we're kick chasing. And then, yeah, George is from Otara too, so he's got a good kicking game on him as well. So, yeah.
Rewa come off a draw in round 1. What are you expecting of the Marlins today?
Nothing but a good, hard, physical game up front. Nikom and them leading their pack in the middle, so it's going to be a good battle in the middle. We just have to make sure that we set the foundation for our outside backs to finish off tries. Yeah.
And nice way to start the season on the live stream for the boys. Everyone must be pretty excited.
Yep, I guess so, yeah. Well, it's just another game, really. Yeah, I don't think these guys are too much superstars here. I don't think so. Yeah, it's just another game. We're just trying to build something at the club and trying to build confidence within our reserves. Our reserves had a good game last week, and you know we've rewarded another 3 boys this week coming up. So it's just all about competing at the club. Everyone trying to fight for playing in this team. So that's what we're trying to build anyway.
We'll let you get back to the boys and finish your preparations. Thanks for joining us, John, and good luck.
Awesome, thanks, boy.
So we're now going to welcome in a minute Ponsonby Manurewa Marlins coach James Hema. Just on the conditions here at Birkenhead War Memorial, certainly the wind's starting to really pick up here. So we'll be back in a minute with the coach of the Manurewa Marlins. We can see in the background here the Ponsonby Ponies going through some preparations here. As they warm up, we mentioned they went down on a close one to the Otara Scorpions in round 1. But for now, we are going to welcome in head coach of the Manurewa Marlins, James Hema, who joins me now. Well, James, nice to get out of the weather. First of all, we just spoke to John about how the conditions are going to affect his game plan. Yourself, does it change how you prepared this week?
Yeah, in a way, mate. Yeah, we've gone through all of our systems and our processes. Obviously, the weather is going to play a major factor in this. And, yeah, we've just got to see what comes out of it. It's definitely going to be a forwards game. And we've just got to control the ball and make sure that we get up their end of the field and play some footy.
16-all draw with the newcomers, the Franklin Storm, last week. What did you make of that game?
Mate, they were the unknown factor, and we had to test ourselves. So they come out guns blazing. We're a sort of a new team in the sense that we've got some acquired some new players.
Yep.
But we give respect where respect is due, and yeah, we'll carry that with every single team. They were good. They were really good.
And so the main work on this week, what's been the main sort of thing you've been focusing on and the main thing you want to see improvement in?
Well, attitude on and off the field, sticking to our systems and our processes definitely. Obviously, even with today's weather, it's going to be sort of like the fatigue's going to set in, so we'll probably have to get that rotation going. We've just got to play with the footy, mate, and keep the ball in tight and hit and stick and tackles and dominate tackles, mate.
You lost, unfortunately, Aaron Clark in the preseason to a serious injury, but you've still got Henry Dunn there, a vastly experienced player. How does it sort of change the way your halves are going to operate without having Aaron there?
Oh, it's a massive loss, mate. We've also got another injured half, Caden Steele, and based on that, mate, Hens, yeah, we've got a lot of young new guys, and the experience will come. I mean, we've got guys in key positions that will be able to sort of mentor and get these guys going forward.
You do mention, obviously, some of the experience you got. It's quite a nice balance looking at some of the ages in your team. And obviously, you've got guys like Nekrom who can really lead from the front. So, nice balance right now?
Yeah, definitely, mate. Nekrom and I have been both co-coaches. You know, he sets high levels, high goals, and we expect the boys to move up to those levels, you know. We're just going to go and give it our best and just come out there and play some good footy.
Ponsonby, obviously, they went close last year. They've been sort of the talk of the off-season and I guess the team they're building. What are your expectations of them today?
It's always going to be tough regardless of who we play. But, yeah, we give the ultimate respect to Ponsonby. Yes, they have been up in those finals, and we do expect a tough physical game.
James, we'll let you get back to preparing your team. Thanks for joining us and all the best today.
Cheers, mate. Thanks, Will.
So we are now going to just cut back and have a look at the teams warming up, going through their final preparations before we welcome in my commentating partner, Troy Hardy, and we're going to look at some of the other results from the Crown Lift Trucks Sharman Cup last weekend, as well as previewing today's game. So back in just a moment with Troy Hardy and myself in the commentary box.
So that way at least I can stand there.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the first of our double-header games here today from Birkenhead War Memorial. As we mentioned, the conditions certainly very testing today, but we're going to open the day with round 2 of the Crown of Trucks Sharman Cup. We've got the Ponsonby Ponies taking on the Manurewa Marlins. Those two teams due to kick off in 10 minutes' time, followed by the big one, the SAS Fox Memorial Premiership clash between the Northcote Tigers and the Papakura Sea Eagles. So as we build towards kickoff, a look at some of the results from last week, and it was the newcomers in the competition, the Franklin Storm, who secured a draw against Manurewa, 16 points all out there at Colin Lowry Fields in Pukekohe. Bay Roskilde, they got up for a 22-4 victory over the Ellerslie Eagles. Newlyn had a big win, 58-10 over the Papatoetoe Panthers, while the Manukau Magpies had a good win, 28-16 over the Pakuranga Jaguars. Ponsonby, well, they were just edged out by the Otara Scorpions, 34-32. Ponsonby got out to a handsome lead in that one before being run down. Certainly a good win for the Scorpions as they look to improve on last year's performance. Mount Wellington Warriors, another of the teams back at premiership level for the first time this year. They got up 24-16 over the Waitemata Seagulls, who were the defeated plate grand finalists from last year, while the Te Rd2 Roosters back down in the Crown of Trucks Sharman Cup after a stint in the Fox last year. They were 30 points to 16 winners over the Hibiscus Coast Raiders at Stanmore Bay. So those are the results from round 1 of the competition. We'll now take a look at some of the other games that are going on around the grounds in the Crown of Trucks Sharman Cup this week. Bay Roskilde host the Northern Brothers. Now it's going to be the Northern Brothers' first run in the competition. They had the bye last week. That team being made up of players from the East Coast Bays and Glenfield clubs. Remembering, of course, most of Auckland's going to be fairly well weather affected today in terms of competition play. The Ellerslie Eagles, they're at home to the Otara Scorpions. The Eagles disappointed with their performance last week. Looking to bounce back, no doubt, against the Scorpions, who were quality winners in round 1. Papatoetoe take on Franklin at Kohuora Park. Franklin, no doubt, buzzing from that round 1 performance of Papatoetoe, keen to bounce back from that heavy defeat in round 1 to the Stags. Speaking of the Stags, they're at home to the Hibiscus Coast Raiders at Lawson Park, while the Mount Wellington Warriors host the Te Rd2 Roosters at Thompson Park. Waitemata versus Pakuranga rounds out the week 2 action, with the Manukau Magpies having the bye this week. Now, just on the Bay Roskilde game, well, we know Ben Henry took the field last year, the former Kiwi International and Vodafone Warriors player. He's going to be joined today by another former Kiwi and Vodafone Warrior, Jerome Ropati. So those two there taking the field for the Roskildes. Of course, part of the God Squad connection out at Bay Roskilde, which has seen a number of star players play over the years as well. Jerry Sisu, another to lace up the boots for the God Squad over the years. So I'm now going to welcome into the commentary booth my commentary partner, Troy Hardy. And Troy, you've been out in the elements, and it's getting fairly nasty out there.
Mate, it's absolutely teeming down. So this morning, big shout out to Mike and the crew here at the Northcote Tigers, our hosts for today at War Memorial Park. It is absolutely teeming down, and we're told that there's more to come later on into the afternoon. We originally had set up with the match managers over on the far side there, Corey, and on the screen now, down to the opposite part of the field where we're sitting with the dugouts. And after resetting them and putting them up and resetting them and putting them up 4 or 5 times, we've brought the boys back over to this side. So rest assured, all the viewers from around the world, there is teams here ready to play, even though the park looks empty. We've got 2-3 spectators down there, and they're die-hard supporters.
Brave.
And they'll be here, you know, watching what will prove to be a big match today with the Manurewa Marlins up against Ponsonby Ponies, and I think we're in for a cracker.
Yeah, well, it's one you and I have been looking forward to for a while now, Troy. 2 fairly big forward packs who are going to go at it, and obviously 2 of the top teams from last year, but I think the forward battle, particularly on a day like this, it's going to be crucial.
Absolutely, and both teams have proven to be very direct in their football. They've got big packs, they've got good size, and you know, in the preamble, you spoke to the coaches there, and I think protection of the ball, completing their 6 is going to be the key to today. So you're not going to see a lot of them going, you know, throwing the ball wide. So there's certainly going to be a big forward tussle, and what better viewing than on when it's in our trailers moving a little bit, Corey. and watching a big clash today that we're going to see.
Yeah, absolutely, and of course it builds towards a big day here at Birkenhead War Memorial Park, which will conclude with the big clash between the Northcote Tigers taking on the Papakura Sea Eagles. So we very much look forward to that one. Of course, Northcote round 1 winners before enduring a tough little fortnight there, and Papakura, well, they're without a win, so they'll be desperate, Troy.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think they did very well last week against Ponsonby Pirates. They came off in the dying moments. I think there's the last gasp effort in regards to they thought they'd won the game, or at least it was an all draw,
yeah.
And they didn't play to the whistle, from what I understand, and the opposition team, Pirates, got up and dropped gold, and that was it. The points were gone.
Yeah, and just on that one, Tevin Arona kicking his second match-winning field goal in 3 weeks, both for an 11-10 scoreline. So Canterbury product Tevin Arona proving the real hero at Point Chevalier in a team full of stars.
Absolutely, and so I think they'll be hurting a wee bit from that. Roman, who's been looking after their coaching and suppose their strategies and how they're going to attack the 2018 season in SAS Fox, they'll be smarting from that, and they'll be wanting to come here to the home of the Tigers and put in a good performance. In regards to the Tigers team, you were telling me earlier today that Taylor Daniels is not on.
He was in a little bit of doubt, but at this stage looks like Taylor will take the field, but they're a bit busted and bruised right now. Northcote, they had 2 tough games in a row. They played Mount Albert before taking on the Glenora Bears last week. So they've had a tough couple of weeks, but no doubt we'll be looking to continue to build off that momentum I think they sort of started to generate last year.
Some exciting news, though. Dylan Moses, the prodigal son, comes home.
Yeah, so, good timing that we're going to get to see Dylan's, I guess. Well, it's not really a debut, but his return, as you say, Dylan Moses, going to put on the Northcote jersey for the first time in about 5 or 6 years, I believe. Of course, went over to Point Chevalier and really spearheaded their era of dominance, I guess. Those 5 or 6 grand finals in a row. So it'd be great to see Dylan back at his hometown club. Of course, Mum Bobby, the president here. So awesome to see Dylan coming home. And of course, when you factor in Taylor Daniels as well, the Northcote Tigers now have both of the reigning Auckland Rugby League Player of the Years. So certainly plenty of talent in this Northcote team, but in the meantime we're going to focus on the Crown Lift Trucks Sharman Cup. We're now going to bring up the team list here and run you through who will take the field for the 2 teams today. And there are some changes to that which is advertised on your screen. We'll start with the unofficial home side today, the Ponsonby Ponies. And at the back it is Andrew Tuisi at the fullback. The wingers are Vili Longani and Benjamin Tiatia. The centres, the experienced Toshio Lyseni joins Nala Kava. And in the halves, George Pulianga and Aaron Nuatai, who is the captain. Andrew Bob and George Pulu in the front row. Jared Tapusau is the hooker. And in the back row, Missy Kolamatangi, who is the co-captain. Conrad Taki Moyaka and Alan Zaharia locks the scrum. And on the bench for the Ponsonby Ponies, Stanley Togatia, Michael Taliapa, Sione Taka and Luke Mawati. So that is how the Ponsonby Ponies will take the field today. And now running you through the Genesis Construction, Manurewa Marlins, and at the back, we're in the 14, Buchanan Rafiti. The wingers are Corey Hebden and Devon Wilson Connell. The centres, Nathan Simmons and Mariota. The halves, the experienced Henry Dunn joins Cody Mahuika. And in the front row, the equally experienced former NRL player Nikron Ariiti joins Elijah Alifeo. Caleb Adama is the hooker. In the back row, Isi Nakau, Balmain Patuai, and the scrum is locked by the captain, Dontain Puna. On the bench for the Manurewa Marlins, Dion Fanga, James Clay, Khan Ariati and Junior Tukinga. So that is how your 2 teams will take the field today. You can see in the background there the referee just going through his final checks as we prepare for kickoff in this one. So both of these teams, while they're pre-season favourites, both upset in some ways, I guess, in round 1. 3 were being held to a draw with the Franklin Storm, and Ponsonby going down in that thriller to the Otara Scorpions. So both teams will be keen to, kick that and get back into things right.
Yeah, I agree with you, Corey, and it's going to be a fantastic game here today, as we said. Referee out in the middle now, so I'm addressing them, getting ready for how he wants to run the game. You'll be picking up a wee bit of ref audio today. We've managed a wee bit of that audio to come through, so we'll be having a listen to the play-by-play out there on the field as the flip is completed, and the boys now swap sides as we get ready to kick off for a fabulous game, I believe. The weather's not really showing you how bad it is on the screen at the moment.
So that's right, and our referee today, Sam Davis, in the middle, of course, a very experienced referee, also does a little volunteer work with the York Rugby League, grand final days and all that sort of thing. So a big shout out to the Referees Association. Give them a follow on Facebook, and arlrefs.co.nz is
Let
the
me fix
website.
this flag
All
up
that
down here,
info
Tammy.
also
There's
available
a big
on
spike
if you
sticking
are
out in the
interested
ground.
in taking
I'll
up
wait
the
for
whistle.
you. Let me know. Yeah.
So we prepare now for kickoff.
Okay. Good to go,
Ponsonby
sir.
Ponies defeated in the major semi-final against the Otahu Leopards, the eventual
you good?
champions last year.
Good to go.
And Manurewa just missing out on the playoffs. Went right down to the final game of the season and they just missed out. So here we go. It's going to be Rewa with first use of the ball.
All right, it's time to run. Hey, make sure no
Round
early.
2 of the Crown Lift Trucks Sharman Cup. And away we go off the boot of Pulienga. It's a bouncing one down towards the corner, so completion rate is going to be so crucial today as we see Nekro Mariiti straight into it. Good carry forward there, of course. Little brother Khan on the bench as well. When I say little brother Troy, if you remember Khan from last year, not so little.
Let's go
Absolutely, and he was damaging in the live stream game we had against him in round 1 last year. So look forward to seeing Khan's impact off the bench. So many of these Manurewa players being local juniors. Now the ball has spilt loose there, and it's going to be called a knock on, Troy. So a little appeal for a strip there, but I think knock on the right call.
Absolutely, and I think we sort of touched on this at the start of the year. Definitely ball protection in this sort of weather is going to be key to your team's success.
Good work, brother.
Ground's pretty firm out there, even though it's been pouring down the rain for the best part of today at least, overnight. So the ground is in pretty good nick, so they should have fairly good footing, but the ball is going to be slippery.
Heads in now. Heads in, all of you. Head in, bind properly.
Big shout out to Crown Lift Trucks, the major sponsor of the Sharman Cup.
So Ponsonby now with their first use of the ball. Tuisi, one out. Nortai gets into dummy half now off to Kolomakani.
Okay, roll away.
Some big boppers in this Ponsonby pack, and Troy, we saw them actually in the preseason when the Ipswich Jets came over. They actually stuck it to the Ipswich Jets pretty well at times, certainly in the middle battle. They've got some big units, but they're also pretty mobile.
Absolutely, yeah, they're not afraid to throw the ball around. It was a hot sunny day there up at Mount Smart, and they certainly had a go with the football. Let it play on.
Speaking of, some second phase there and some big contact there. Puna in over the top to finish things off. Tapu saw it.
Strong carry.
Big carry forward there by Andrew Bob, the former Ellis the Eagle and Mount Albert Lion. They swing the ball out wide now to the left. Nuatai, a little bit of footwork. He's going to go through. And it is Aaron Nuatai who opens the scoring there, just spotted up the defender and stepped his way through. Lovely work there, but put it down also to the work of Andrew Bob there on that carry. Troy got to a quick play the ball. As we see here on the replay, big contact there as Bob takes it forward.
I think he did well to get these boys off him to get up to play the ball. Even though that's not in slow-mo, but he is going at a rapid speed, Corey.
That's right. Doesn't quite do it justice there. You can see here, just heads-up play from Nuatai. Looks up, spots it, the defence just a little bit staggered there, and then from there, just a little step inside, gets around Patuai, I think it was, pretty easily in the end. And there's a 4-0 lead for the Ponsonby Ponies.
Thanks, Duff. Thanks, boy.
Welcome in if you've just joined us here on the live stream brought to you by ARL TV. Big thank you to the sponsors, Crown Lift Trucks, as we're here watching the attempt at the conversion in the Sharman Cup.
It's going to be George Piana who attempts the conversion, former Otara Scorpion.
Here we go.
Seeing the trees in the background there, just how windy it is down here at Birkenhead War Memorial.
Here we go. Coming in. And up.
And puts it over there. It was a little bit suspect at first, just catching a little bit of wind there, but no mistake from next to the uprights, and it is the Ponsonby Ponies 6, Manurewa Marlins 0. 4 minutes gone here in round 2 of the Crown Lift Trucks Sharman Cup.
I'd just like to say, Corey, between you and I, that sideline flag there I've put up 89 times today, and it's just given up. It says I'm laying down, and it just shows to show how windy it is here today at War Memorial.
What's your name, will you? Ben, all right,
So
Ben. Work with me, I'll work with you,
Manurewa get us
brother.
back underway. One set for them, one mistake.
No.
Interesting little kickoff
Yeah,
there. Not a
I was
bad
gonna say
option on a
that.
day like this.
One,
Drill it down low.
hold it, hold.
You never know. Fine touch or force a knock on with that greasy ball.
Second, move now. Yeah, hands.
Looking for that quick play the ball upon Ponsonby now. Trying to up the tempo a little bit. Another good carry forward
fun.
there.
3, Henry down up.
That
Laurie
time
here.
by George Pulu,
Ben,
the brother of
Go three.
Vodafone warrior Levaha Pulu.
in front, 13 outside.
Big shout out to Levaha if he is tuning in to watch his bro
Outside
today. Trust your
Thank you.
recovery's going well, Levaha. Looking forward to seeing him back on the field at some point later
Roll
this
out,
year
fellas,
as
roll
well.
out.
He was playing great footy before he was injured.
11's out
Dare
of
say the Warriors could have done with him on Wednesday night, Troy, in what was a pretty heavy loss for the Warriors.
I think, yeah,
No
I
second
think I
tackle.
might have tweeted about that. If Melbourne Storm had played Melbourne Storm that night,
Three,
Melbourne Storm
move
would have
now.
lost.
That's right, they were pretty good, weren't they?
Don't
Certainly
twirl.
methodical in attack. Billy Slater back to his best. It's pretty scary.
4, move.
Yeah, they were giving him big raps during the course of the week. Manurewa appealing the speed. Play the ball up at the ruck there. Here they come.
So Dunn spins it out wide now. Brings Mariota into the action now. They're breaking free down the white through Wilson Connell, who breaks one. Good
Great
final tackle
tackle. Good
there
Let him go, let him go.
by Andrew Tuisi. They want to quick play the ball. Mariota now comes back towards centre
All
field.
up out here,
Picked
all
up
up.
by Dunn.
Bang, bang,
Dunn
bang.
goes to the line. Short at the
Big
line. Great defence. George
Out here,
Puliana.
outside. George, outside
Looks
to
like he's
here.
forced the
I've got
error
the whole
there. We're
line
going to go
offside.
back
Let's
for
go
a
now.
penalty though,
Let's
so
go
maybe
now.
offside there.
Yeah,
Looks
the
like
line,
it's the
sir.
call from
Yeah,
referee
line.
Davis. But boy, it was a hell of a hit from the number 6 there, Troy, on the big man.
Yeah, certainly diffused a bit of pressure there. Well, for a very short moment.
So Dunn to get us back underway. It's going to be a tap and go now. Brings Aliafale into the match. Going to go pretty close here under a
One guy's
three-man
up.
tackle.
Man on. Man on.
Good hands.
Nakao
Bam.
hands it off out wide now. A little bit of footwork out wide. He's going to go over in the corner. It's going to be close. It's Corey Hebden. We're going to have to wait for confirmation on that one. And it looks like it's all good. So we've missed the referee's signal, but in the meantime, back to it we go. And it's just a nice left side shift here. Lovely flick out by Nakao, and then from there Hebden puts on a little bit of footwork and finishes in the tight space.
Up there, I went to take off. I went, Jesus, ooh. Flag went up, I didn't mean to. The line is here. That's the line, but. Oh, I went to take off. I nearly dropped my flag and my hands are cold.
Manurewa centre way out on the sideline there. Kicking into the wind, and as you can see, it's
Wait there,
going
fellas.
from right to left on your screens, or just look at the sideline, the sideline flags.
A fair bit of evidence today.
If any of the ARL Toblerones leave, I'm sure I'll have to go back into the bush and find half our gear anyway.
So good reply there from Rewa, you would have to say.
Absolutely, they needed to
Yeah,
do
good
it.
work, Sammy. None of those
And
guys made it on side.
a lot of enthusiasm on the sideline down here to the left of us as we brought the teams back from the other side just to get a wee bit more shelter. The dugouts, as I said earlier, they had basically blown apart and went missing
Here we go.
probably 4 or 5 times as we're getting ready for this kickoff.
No.
So conversion from out wide is low and to the left, and so it remains Ponsonby Ponies 6, Genesis Construction, Manurewa Marlins 4. 8 minutes gone here at Birkenhead War Memorial. So Rewa heading back there, their first real completed set. They got back-to-back uses there thanks to the penalty. They'd gone close previously in the corner via
Yeah.
Devin
have your foot
Wilson
outside
Connell,
first.
but in the end it
Yeah.
was his opposite
Your foot's
side,
gotta be grounded
Corey
first.
Hebden, the 23-year-old. A number of
Make sure.
Manurewa juniors. It's Hebden who finishes in the corner now. Pulianga gets us back underway, and again that
Same strategy on the
low-driven
kick, yeah.
kickoff down the middle.
Big thank you to all the volunteers today, Corey. Mike and his team down here worked tirelessly and getting everything laid up for us here today. So very much appreciated, guys. Well
He's on the
done.
ball, he's on the ball.
It's one thing we say in Alice Wheeler,
Duck,
we
duck,
get
duck.
paid for it as well. It is certainly admirable. Puna now takes it forward.
Manurewa on the charge.
Little chip kick over the top now. Wilson Connell's chasing. It's a difficult one at the back for Tuisi, who might have knocked that on, did he? Bounce up, referee says it's okay. Great kick chase though from Rewa. Ball has spilt loose. And we're going to have to wait for confirmation on this one.
They're happy.
Referee Sam Davis says time off. So I think he's going to have a talk to his touchy here, is he?
Okay.
Waiting for confirmation.
I've got a ball that's come back off the fullback, so that makes this a 0 tackle, and then I've got a grounding. What have you got? I've got nothing with you guys. Yeah, mate. That'll be 0 tackle.
And it's going to be a try, so Manurewa rewarded there for a fantastic kick chase. And I think it may have been Devon Wilson Connell who scored it in the end. But really, it took a devil of a bounce for
a replay on that. I'm not sure, might have been a little bit too long on our live stream. We might be able to get back there to have a quick look-see.
Certainly a tough bounce at the back, though, wasn't it, Troy, for Andrew Tuisi?
Yeah,
sort of bounced up,
it was all play on from where I can see.
And then from there, the Manurewa kick chase, he was a little bit frazzled, and they got there in numbers, led by Wilson Connell for Sierra, and a try it is. So now Nathan Simmons to attempt the conversion.
On the line, fellas, hold.
Just confirming, Corey, not able to bring up the replay on that one, just due to the deliberation and down on the end goal area, as we wait for the conversion kick to take place.
So a little bit easier one this time for Simmons.
Yeah.
Just to the right
Hold there, boys.
of the uprights.
There we go. Set. On your toes. Ball coming. Your call, Corey. Away.
And a big curl on it, and boy, it just about went over, clips the post in the end, and the score remains Manurewa Marlins 8, Ponsonby Ponies 6.
Thank you.
So what a reply from the Marlins. After going down early, conceded on their first defensive set of the game, two quick-fire tries, and all of a sudden, they have the lead in this one. Back to it we go. This time a high one off the boot of Pulianga. It's going to go close to being out on the full.
Bounce. In you go.
Bit of wind on
Bounce.
that, maybe.
In you go. Bounce.
I think you'll see the strategy going back to short rubber kicks.
Bounce before the line, fellas.
Shunted along the ground.
Go.
Yeah, that's right. So we're just waiting. It looks like that may have actually, it's taken a touch in the field of play. So it's turned out to be a fantastic kickoff from Ponsonby. Whether that was entirely intentional or not, I'm not too sure, but back underway we go. No time wasted, and it is Andrew Bobb who takes it back into the heart
That's one up
of this Marlins defence. Zaharia, a little bit of footwork at the line.
Get going, move!
Accountant by day, East Coast Bays Junior, spent a bit of time at the Ellerslie Club as well. Pulu.
3 up now! No markers!
Notai now spreads it wide to Kolamatangi. Kolamatangi's gone very close, fighting for that quick play, the ball down. Notai into dummy half. Brings play back to the middle. Pulianga dinks a little kick in over the top. Tough one at the back. But beautifully taken there, and I think it's Corey Hebden who's recovered really nicely there to defuse the situation for his team. Simmons now darts out a dummy half.
Corey's impressed in the first 10 minutes or so for Marlins, doing really well out there.
Good line speed there from Ponsonby. We mentioned in the preamble, Troy, Manurewa, before a ball had even been kicked in competitive anger. They lost Aaron Clark. He was their star signing. Was going to be a man that was so crucial to their plans this year. Of course, played NRL last year. You see a sloppy error there from the Marlins. It's going to be a Ponsonby ball. But the loss of Clark, obviously, they spent most of the pre-season, I guess, structuring a plan around having a player that talented, and to lose him, a real blow. But they do still have Henry Dunn in the halves, who's vastly experienced. He's played a lot of footy over the years for both Papakura and the Mount Albert Lions and the Fox, as well as representative stuff as well domestically. Ponies now pack the scrum down. Pulianga says we'll go short side.
I have to tell you, Corey, this weather is starting to pick up a little bit now. Out here, you probably can't tell on the screen, but not just the rain, the wind is certainly starting to set in.
Big contact there on Bob.
Ball's good. No, ball's good.
So it's all one out or a couple of passes out here for Ponsonby, just keeping it nice and simple. A little juggle there. Pulled in well by Pulu.
Big communication with the ponies now. They're in striking distance.
Nulatai says we'll go down the short side now. Brings Tuisi into the game. Tuisi shakes off the first one. Actually met by numbers in the tackle. Lysini now is the dummy half. Hands it off to Kolomatangi. And that's last tackle. That's great defence, Manurewa Marlins. Not too sure if Kolomatangi was aware that was last tackle there. Not the ideal man to get the ball on last play. Back into it we go now. Wilson Connell. Arama.
Move. Come on.
Some real talent over the years has this Manurewa club. And you need to look at the Kiwi team in the last few years, like Greg Eastwood, Peter Hiku, the Bromwich boys, and of course at female level, Serena Fiso, who's the, I guess, the jewel in the crown in terms of female football talent in New Zealand, and then more recently a number of star players who have stood out for the national team as well.
No,
We'll see there, just burning up inside the team.
First arm later.
Mahuika, who is penalised, so Ponsonby now to kick for touch.
We want to use a bit of that wind as well.
Stay there, Fritz. Just on your team there, brother. Up here, sir. Up here. Don't tap it till your wing is behind you. Up here. Get behind you. Good work.
So Ponsonby to get things back on the way. Cover.
One more. Let's get a line. Roll out, boys. Roll out, boys. Let them play it. Good work.
It's right edge back row now. Taki Moyaka. Towards the middle of the camp. Lianga now hands off to Bob, who has been excellent in these opening exchanges, as Andrew Bob.
Bob just crossed, what's that, silly mid-off? The old cricket pitch there being laid down.
5 out from the line now. Lysini battling in the tackle, eventually taken down.
Make the line, boys. Make the line.
So they're close here, the ponies. Nulatai. Half to half now. Pulianga says we'll put a bit of footwork on. Nulatai hovering up in support there.
Arms around the ball.
The offload not forthcoming. This is good defence from Manurewa. They've defended a few sets up against their own line now. Zaharia shakes out of the first one, shakes out of the second. Look out. Going to go very close there, eventually taken down. And that is going to be last tackle again. So 2 sets in a row, Troy, they've caught on at last tackle. Whether that's a deliberate tactic, maybe take the I guess the kick out of it in these conditions or not, or whether it's just a breakdown of communication between the hooker and the halves.
Well, they're backing the big boys down here, deep inside the Marlins territory. As you said, though, Marlins scrambling really well on the line, and they've shunned them twice now as they start to grind it out inside their 20. Big thanks to the Auckland Rugby League Board in regards to providing the live stream for week in and week out footy. And there's a text alert, Corey. How do they get onto that, mate?
Yeah, that's right. Jump on aucklandleague.co.nz if your memory's not the best. On Saturday mornings, we'll send you out a text 5 minutes before the game kicks off. You'll be alerted to every live stream game. Never have to miss any of the action. So jump on
the link too, isn't it, mate?
Absolutely. Click on the link there. Just enter your phone details and we'll add you to the list. Part of the innovation this year with the increased live streaming project. Of course, we're not only Ctas Fox Memorial Premiership action, but obviously Crown of ARL Sharman Cup, as well as selected games from the Farrelly Photos Women's Premiership and the SAS College Rugby League competition. So it's going to be a huge year of live streamings. We'll see a good long kick for touch there.
Dusty has had anything and
Up here, brother.
contributor
All
on
the
the
way
back
up.
of that ball.
Wait till he's behind you before you
Big
tap
thank
it,
you to
sir.
Stephen,
Wait
the
till he's
official
behind you
ball to
before you
the
tap it. Come up to
Auckland
me. Thank you.
So Ponsonby
Get
now,
behind him,
it's
get
gonna
behind him.
be their third set in space of about
Good to go.
5 minutes. Camped in attacking territory, Pulianga. Bob.
One, stand up. Take him back, Corey. Take him back to the ref.
Oh, huge contact there, and it's a big shot, I believe, from Nekrom Ariiti. Nu'atai now brings Tuisi into the game. Tuisi with a little bit of footwork.
Same thing,
Taken
Corey.
down by Wilson
Ref.
Connell. 10 metres out from the line. It's a very slow play of the ball. Lysini. Nu'atai goes to the line, looking to test them out. Hands it off now to Pulu. Pulu's going to be hard to stop from here. Great first up contact there by Arama. He's reached out, and there's a knock on there. And once again, Manurewa, take your hat off. That is fantastic goal line defence from the Marlins. 3 sets in a row now where they have kept Ponsonby out. And on that occasion, perhaps just a little bit of frustration creeping in there. Troy Pulu couldn't help himself but to reach out.
Line's on, Ben. Bring him back.
Perhaps getting a little frustrated that they just can't seem to break this Marlins team down after finding early success.
Yeah, you got to take your hats off to the Manurewa Marlins. They'll be taking a wee bit out of that in regards to, you know, rejecting them from the line on a number of occasions. And a lot of hard work goes into that. The referee saying he's going for a swim, and I'm going to swim over there.
Yeah, we've got a blood win here. A fair bit of player coming out of the nose. One of the Ponsonby boys there. Looks like it is Conrad Kilmarka.
If you hear a big sailing noise in the back there, listeners, we have a marquee here that's pegged to the ground.
Don't go early.
Pins. And if it leaves, yep, you're right, the blood win, he's off to get a wee bit of attention. Big second row.
So for the meantime, Ponsonby down to 12. That's big contact in over the top there. Lysini leading the way. Toshio Lysini, one of the real experienced players on the Auckland club scene. Spent some time in the NRL with the Cronulla Sharks. I think with the North Queensland Cowboys over the years as well. 32 years of age. Played extensively in Auckland as well. Played for Otahu, Ellerslie and Papakura as well.
Up to here, up to here. We're in line with me. Get behind him, Corey, before he taps it. Up here, sir.
So back into it we go. And it is Nakao who takes it forward. So he had a nice touch early on in that opening try for Corey Hebden out wide. Former Auckland under-18s representative. Played a bit of sevens down in Southland as well. Adama now takes it to the line.
Quite stretched up, unravel on the winger's hamstring there.
To Kinga, new onto the field.
Ben, take him back, Ben.
Adama to Dunn. Dunn goes to the line, dribbles a little kick in behind. That's clever there from Henry Dunn. The execution just a little bit off. But not a bad thought there, Troy. The winger was sucked up and he was into open space.
Absolutely, you'd have to wonder what that would do for the morale of the team after defending so well down inside their 10, down on their try line there. And they're now having an opportunity to put a bit of pressure on down here on the Ponies' end. Ponies grinding it out now from the 20.
Cal involved in the tackle. Good first up contact again. Good line speed from Manurewa. Boy, this junior Tukinga off the bench, absolute unit. They have got some monsters in the pack, do the Marlins.
Looks strong too. Great run.
Tolomatangi there, nice little change of angle there just before the contact. Fighting for a quick play of the ball, nothing forthcoming. Zaharia. Spinning the ball wide now. Poyanis as will look to the heavens. No one back there for Rewa. But it's going to float harmlessly dead. So interesting to see the different kicks we're seeing today, Troy. Some along the ground, some up high. We're yet to really see them force an error off any of them.
All on side now.
As we get ready for Manurewa to come back out and restart. A big shout out to our General Manager, Greg Firepoo, who was here this morning having a big hooey. And then the weather closed and he said, I'm going home to drink hot chocolate and watch the live stream. So I hope you're nice and warm and toasty there, Greg. Manurewa on the march again, coming outside their half. Decide to go to the short side. Nice little drink.
And there's a little error there on halfway. So a stop and start sort of game as you would expect in these conditions. Plenty of errors early
Come to the
on.
line.
It's always
Corey,
going to be that
Corey,
way,
bring him to the
no
line,
matter
mate.
what level it was, these conditions. Always super tough.
Absolutely, you only have to look further afield there, right out on the far sideline. The ball boys are dropping the ball. And big thank you for all the guys too, ball boys from Ponies and Manurewa down here today, running the ball on the lines for the Prem teams.
Got to have kids scrum.
Another chat going on there, Corey.
Just keen to get a hold of things early on, I think.
Hold for the out call, fellas.
Fun the sun chat, really, doesn't it?
Like you and I, mate. Okay, play clock back.
One there.
Ponies one off the ruck.
Fresh legs on the park, it looks like, for the Ponies in the shape of Stanley Tongatea. 25-year-old, spent a fair bit of time over in Australia with Kingsgrove and Burwood Wolves. See a penalty there as well, so discipline now starting to become a little bit of an issue for Manurewa. And in these conditions, you wonder if you take the 2 points when they're on offer.
Take it back,
But they're going to tap and go.
boys.
It's a great
Take it
carry
back,
there,
Corey.
as you mentioned, Troy, from Sione Tucker. Nawati. Tongatea is the dummy half. Very slow play the ball. Dunn rolls out. Now they're going to go short side. Notai takes it to the line. Thinks about the offload. Perhaps wisely holds on to it. So they're pushing hard now. You can feel the tempo has stepped up a little bit. Another good carry forward there by Tucker. 5 metres off the line. Notai now. Centralises, kicks in behind. Great hands there. Nice clean up work. I think that may have been Nakal who's cleaned it up. But this Marlins defence, we gave them a rap earlier, but boy, they have been fantastic. They conceded on the opening set of the game, but since then they're faultless on their line, Troy.
Absolutely. One that's sort of asking questions though non-stop's been the halfback for Ponsonby. Scored a wonderful try early on in the piece and is putting a couple of chips through and just sort of making their defence line second guess themselves. Been busy around the park too.
Public service announcement. Big Khan Ariiti is about to enter the field, ladies and gentlemen. Watch out for the big fella. I thought the wind was destructive here today. Wait for his first carry. They get to their kick. It's a scrappy one, but not a bad result, really. Again, a difficult one to take at the back. Scooped up there by Tia.
All's good.
So Ponsonby now, they're strolling down the field with ease, but getting further than that, proving a real struggle right now for the Central Aucklanders. Taliapa. 40 metres out from the line. Outside backs now coming in, looking for a little bit of work. That's a nice carry there. Where's the shot over the top, though, does Vili Longani.
Down that short side again.
Buchanan, Rafferty will watch that one creep dead.
All coming. Players in front. Yeah, good now. Kevin, get behind the line, Kevin. Yeah, good work.
So Manurewa now restart play. Zaharia involved in the tackle, but boy, they must be taking a lot of confidence out of their defence and the way they have been able to repel this Ponsonby Ponies team. Wilson Connell takes it forward there. Kolomatangi in over the top. Here he comes, Khan Ariaiti. Big carry forward there by Khan, takes 3 with him. Runs about 15 metres as well. Great first touch. Puna. Still going as Puna. Getting every last little metre he can out of that one now. They'll neglect Dunn on the short and instead go to Mahuika. Yeah, nice pickup there, especially in these conditions. It's another impressive pickup from Benjamin Tiatia, the 25-year-old. Glenora Jr. spent a bit of time playing at Waitamata.
That last pass was too high. So on his Bubby shoulder blades.
Yep.
The referee's awarded a penalty there.
I've got nothing left there, Garth. 13, was it fine? Yep. All good. Stay within the area, bud.
So a bit of time for a breather here for Ponsonby.
Yeah.
And they're in no rush to get things back underway.
I hope that was somebody dragging equipment up on the roof and not thunder.
Pulianga kicks for touch. 10 minutes to go in the first half here of round 2 of the Pony Truck Sharman Cup.
Up here. Keep coming. Get behind him before he caps it. No, cap it till he's behind you. Good to go.
No, I don't think so. If James Pulianga is watching, of course, the former ARL Football Development Officer, he'd tell you that guy is not nearly big enough to be my brother.
Second, hurry, move.
Malati.
Yep.
Playing at the line now, Kolomatangi switch sides here, and my apologies, that is in fact Tucker, fresh on the field. Kongatia, the Noatai, awkward one, that may have gone backwards though. And at the end of it, I think we're actually going to get a penalty for Rewa being up in the 10. Noatai's keen to tap and go. Davis has other ideas.
Second time in as many sets, so that we want to have the chat around showing a little bit more discipline, especially down in the air.
Kolomatangi. Great defence again. They're getting there in numbers. This is committed stuff from Rewa. Right on their line now. Lysini. Back towards the middle of the park. Noatai tests them with the footwork. Gone very close here. We're going to have time off. Davis wants to check it.
Ty's been very busy, hasn't he?
Absolutely, an experienced campaigner, Troy, who starred for Point Chev over a number of those years where they were...
Looks like he's sharing some of that experience with the referee right now.
Kolomatangi, keen to know what the case is there, so I think at the end of all that we're going to get a knock on there. It did look like all this ball sickness loose. Whether or not there was grounding in the lead up, Davis is having a very heated chat currently.
Might be picking some of that audio up. We can't hear it here today in the studio, but we know it is being out live over the ARL live stream.
There's no choice. I told you, I got to play this thing I said.
And it's like the lecture that just won't end. Kolomatangi eventually walks away, and we're going to have a Manurewa penalty at the end of it. So a long stoppage in play there and a fair talking to. But you can sense the frustration, Troy, in this Ponsonby team. So many times now down on that line, but no result.
Yeah, just getting rejected. That's happened time and time again, especially in the odd 30 minutes we've been playing. Manurewa, here they come again, and it's the big guy.
Another great carry there from Ariaiti. Younger variety, the play the ball not so flash, however. And he's going to get away with that one because it's going to be called that there was a hand in there, perhaps a little fortuitous there for Khan. Ree will say we'll take that nonetheless.
That's a pretty good kick.
Up here, sir. All the way up here. Don't tap until he's behind you. Good to go.
So Simmons, the tap and go now. Nakal. 20 metres out from the line.
Don't work him, fellas. Let him play it.
Mahuika brings Tukinga into the game.
Same again. Let him play it, fellas.
Watch out for the forward onslaught here. Nakal takes him forward, I dare say. Ariaiti will not be far away as he emerges into our shot there. Watch out for the big fellas close to the line. The play of the ball is very slow. Little dart out of dummy half there.
Good line speed.
By Whainga. Ponsonby, they haven't been tested on their line in a little while. What have they got? Spins it out to Dunn. Dunn now on the ball. Sums up his options. Plays short at the line. Patuai. Good defence so far. Ponsonby now. Dunn darts out. Kick in behind. That's clever. And it is a Devon Wilson-Connell who is going to go over for his second try of the game, but put it down to the smarts there of Henry Dunn. We're going to get a look at it here. Ponsonby had looked so good on their line.
Nicely weighted kick too, wasn't it?
It's just a heads-up play here. He pushes the dummy half out of the way and says, I'll have that one. Spots there that the fullback had come right across, and in fact, the winger had come across as well, and then from there, it's a dive on the ball. A fair pickup still from Wilson-Connell, though, in these conditions, Troy, and a classy try.
Yeah, no, well done. And that winger's unravelling. There he is now. That's been coming off all week. Well, it seems like all week. We've only been here 30 minutes. It started ravelling right from the kickoff. So it looks like the hamstrings come good.
New goal kicker for the Marlins, Rafiti. As Davis says, you've stolen a couple of centimetres there. Back you go.
Yeah, I've got no of it on my side. Yeah.
So a fairly high-quality game given the conditions, which certainly are not conducive to Open Rugby League. But we've seen some nice stuff.
The thing that stood out for me so far, Corey, I think has been the defensive effort for the Manurewa Marlins. They've just been relentless down there inside their, inside their 10,
behind the line,
especially
fellas,
in
and
the
hold.
try line area. And Ponsonby will be wanting, you know, how to crack the line, how to you know, all that pressure they've been mounting, how to get it across the white paint.
No.
And don't know if that kicker will be here for much longer.
Rafiti, I think they're perhaps intentionally looking to keep the ball low and avoid the wind, but a little bit too low in the end and pings off the bottom of the posts. So the score remains Manurewa Marlins 12, Ponsonby Ponies 6. Believe it or not, it is 3 tries to 1, but with the kickers being off today, it is a 1-score game with about 3 minutes remaining in the first half here at Birkenhead War Memorial Park, round 2 of the Crown Lift Trucks Sharman Cup. Difficult bouncing one there, picked up by Rewa. We'll look to get back into it. To Kinga now, flings the pass out the back. That's got to have Coach James Henry a little worried. So now it is Rewa all of a sudden with the spring in their step, looking to get a bit of a roll on. Another good carry forward there. They're hunting other Marlins. Back towards the middle of the park. To Kinga with his second carry of the set. Got plenty of value from their bench so far, have Rewa. Little dart out of dummy half there, and it's going to be a turnover of possession. Penalty on the ball there, and I think it's for stepping off the mark. In fact, dodgy play the ball is the call.
Come back, 19.
Of course, much like their NRL counterparts, the Auckland Rugby League referees paying particular attention to that aspect of the game this year.
Playing it through, correct.
We have seen a number of ruck penalties, haven't we, Troy, throughout the opening rounds of the SAS Fox Memorial Premiership as well.
Up here.
Looks like it's being carried through here to the Crown Lift Trucks Sharman Cup.
So Ponsonby now get back into it, and how they would love a try right before half-time, because all of a sudden you feel the momentum is with Rewa right now. Tucker.
Great run.
Excellent carry. He's been fantastic off the bench.
All the way back, 11.
Former Newtown Jet and Auckland Vulcan. Noatai at the line now. Lysini dribbles a little kick in behind there. There's numbers there for Rewa. Well cleaned up at the back by Wilson-Connell, who has been super impressive on both sides of the ball today.
15.
5.
Get your foot on the ball when you play it.
So back-to-back sets coming up here for the Ponsonbys. The unofficial home team today. Given that the game has been moved to accommodate the SAS Fox Memorial Premiership match later today. Great to be streaming some of the second division this year as well. Very much looking forward to bringing you games throughout the first part of the year. Cover. Dart out of dummy half here from Tomatia. And they caught them up inside the 10, so a whole heap of pressure coming on Rewa now.
No.
Pulianga wants to tap and go. Referee says it's all good. They're at 6 to the 7s here at Rewa.
One up now.
Scramble well though, done involved in over the top. Tongatea darts out a dummy half, plays short side to Moate, who's reached out. We're going to wait for confirmation. I think it's a try here to Luke Moate. And referee Sam Davis points to the spot. Let's take a look on the replay here to see how it went down. You can see here initially it's a really nice carry forward. Come off the quick tap from Pulianga, and then from there
Showed a bit of strength too, getting through. Had a couple of guys on him.
did indeed.
And big long arms.
Reaches out. Let's take a look. And
Yeah.
nice, perfect on the line. Great call from our referee as well. Remembering our referees do not have the luxury of the video replay like we have here in the commentary box. And all of a sudden, Ponsonby have the chance to draw even. It's going to be right on half time. The siren due to go any minute now. Pulianga to convert from in front. You would think, even with the conditions, this would be an easy one here for the 29-year-old Atara Scorpions Junior.
Ball coming. Yes, up.
And dinks that one over. So it is Ponsonby 12, Manurewa Marlins 12. Just about half time here in this Crown Lift Trucks Sharman Cup match. What a wonderful way to kick off our coverage of the second division. A really good game so far between two teams with strong forward pack. Some of the middle contact has been brutal already, but also the outside backs very impressive so far in testing conditions. We were in no hurry to get back to halfway. I dare say content to go into the break with things as they stand. Remember, it is 3 tries to 2, but we were not able to convert any of their attempts so far. Tucker now eyes it up, looks at Henry Dunn and says, I'll have you. Goes straight through, but Dunn, to his credit, recovers and holds on around the legs. Finished off over the top by Whaanga. Mawati, the try scorer, tackled by Totuwai.
Pony's got their tails up.
Kolomatangi again running
Big
it
hits.
done. He's getting plenty of attention in defence, and look at Kolomatangi go. Tongatea now wants to quick play the ball. All of a sudden, Ponsonby now. Are they pushing for an unlikely lead at half time? Pulianga turns back in the inside. Lovely line there.
Oh,
But the ball spills loose.
There we go.
It's cover. He comes up with the drop. And play restarts here with Rewa on the ball. Mariota, 27-year-old, works for the team sponsors, Genesis Construction.
Get up! Milking now.
40 metres off their own line here, Rewa. And that is all she wrote for the first half. So it was the Ponsonby Ponies 12, Manurewa Marlins 12. In the first half of the first live stream game here of the Crown Lift Trucks Sharman Cup, we're going to take a very short break before we get back for the second half action.
don't leave us, ladies and gentlemen. You're about to catch up with a wee bit of captain's chat. Earlier on this year, we managed to sit with some of the Crown Lift Trucks Sharman Cup captains, the SAS Fox captains, along with Mike Farrelly Photos Women in League Premiers captains. So there's a wee bit of a snippet across the board, and we'll bring you that file as we go to the halftime break, as Corey's mentioned. Don't go away.
Is it 5, Sammy, or 10? Is it 10 minutes or 5? Is it 5 or 10? 10 minutes.
Name's Alonso now from the Mercedes Rugby League Club. Just an annoying person. Probably good guy called Marful Briggs. Always talks too much. Does more talking than he does training, probably.
Hi, my name is Savannah. You're receiving Chris out. I'm from the Tiana 2 Roosters women's team. Most annoying player. I have to say my sister, Joanna Chris out.
Phil King, Dan Orbeez. He's the most annoying person at our club. It has to be Swape. I believe you, that guy just is annoying. I'm sure everybody agrees with me as well. Aaron Altai, Ponsonby Ponies. Most annoying person.
We need them out there.
At the moment, there's a new player, Liberty.
My name is Danielle Pina and I play for Ponsonby Ponies. My most annoying person on my team is Tangata. He's quite annoying, he's our trainer.
Hello, my name's Conor Badman. I play for Ctas Roosters.
Who's the most annoying person in your team?
Hi, my name is Jerome Norris-Vogel and I'm from Bay Ruskin. Most annoying person at my club, probably Shinhini.
My name is Tanasi Guerra. I play for Rd2. The most annoying person in our club would be Sean Matu. He knows too much about the game, talks too much, and when he's on the field, he doesn't really do much. Except on D. Yeah.
Hey, my name is Adam Davies. I'm from East Coast Bays. Sorry. I just forgot that.
Who's the most annoying person in your team and why?
It'd probably be my brother Luke. He started his hair blonde and he's just looks like a bit of a clown at the moment. But hey,
From my side, it looked like an account.
My name's Jamal Hunt from Popcorn Series. Most annoying person would probably have to be Sulia. Obviously, he's a bit of a chatterbox. Sometimes I don't think he showers before he comes to the game and doesn't wash his shorts, so he's a bit smelly.
Soali Makawi from Pregame.
Most annoying person at our club, that's a tight one, probably between Francis Ledger and Gumby. Senefiao. They're just annoying. Gumby, just even though when he's wrong, he still thinks he's right. Francis Ledger just walks around with a strap, just thinks he's the man. So yeah, Gumby and Sis.
Oh, sorry, my name is Blake James and I play for Hibiscus Coast. Who's the most annoying person in my team? It would have to be the coach, Neil Duff. Yeah, he likes to talk about how he can get on the field all the time, but we all know he won't.
Is that going to get you dropped?
Is that going to get you dropped? Most probably.
Hey, my name is Michael Young. I play for the East Family Wellington Warriors. The most annoying person would be Samson Javier, because he's tall and he's got too much gold tooth. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Kennedy Akoyamo and I play for the Richmond Bulldogs. The most annoying person at my club is definitely Leon Latour. He takes the cup, basically, in all areas of life.
Crystal Rata, I play for the Manurewa Marlins. The most annoying person would have to be Crystal Styles. She's a real pain. Constantly annoying doing all her William Wairua stuff. So yeah, she's the most annoying person in our team.
Hi everyone, my name is Jessica Mobile and I'm from Watermeadow Seagulls.
Who's the most annoying person in your team and why?
I think my sisters. They annoy me at home and on the field.
Alec Stein, Peppertoy Panthers.
Who's the most annoying person in your team?
Easy. Brandon, if you're watching this, you know it's you. Show up to training with your ladder. I don't know why you got a ladder on the top of your van for. You don't need a ladder to look over fences. Right? Brandon, you know.
Hi, my name is Jason Zhou and I play for the Franklin Storm. The most annoying person in our team would be, I guess we have to be Frank Pumari. I think he's just always out to try and injure players in our team, even if it's just a light post session. He's always trying to take someone out.
My name is Damila Fukumola and I play for the Tahu United.
Team. And why?
Probably Lily. She's got so much energy. It just never stops. Has no filter. And when I want to be serious, she makes the girls laugh and kind of takes me off. But it's fun. Yeah.
I play for Newland Stakes. My name is Junior Wang, 19 years of age. I'm a person. It's Jaime. It's just always on my ass. It's a funny bitch.
My name is Rd2 from Manurewa.
Most annoying person in your team?
Probably my coach. My brother.
Is that going to get you dropped?
Nah.
Matt Luisi, Watermelon Seagulls. Most annoying person in the club is probably Dominic Falum. Most talented, but drinks too much.
Royden Gillett, Mount Albert Lions.
Who's the most annoying player in your team?
Probably Cortez, because
Taylor Daniels, North Cape Tigers.